to Dubai.
Yeah.
It's kind of a two-pronged question. What would you say to someone who's wanting potentially to leave Ireland? Obviously their family are there, they have friends there and that sort of thing. It's quite a scary jump when you first do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would you say to someone like that? Are there pitfalls to watch out for?
Yeah.
Should they fear it as much as they potentially do?
For me, man, life is a game, man. Like, life is just a big game. Like, I just on my Instagram there is a quote from The Game of Life and How to Play It. That'd be one of my 6 or 7 books. I've read that book probably 15 times cover to cover.
Damn.
I'd read it all the time. So like, for me, life is just a game. If I want to go here, I'm just going to go there. Like, for me, it's just, I just want to live, man. I don't really care about, like, I don't weigh up the risk rewards. I don't weigh up like when I actually moved from Cork to Marbella, I lost, like, I didn't lose initially, but I had a bunch of clients who were super pissed off. It's like, Adam, I love meeting you for a coffee every week whenever I was in town. Now I can't do it. What do you mean you're staying in Spain? And I used to be like, bro, it's my life here. Like, your service is not going to change at all. But I'm now, like, for me, life is a game. Obviously my business is going to be priority, but if you're in Ireland, you want to leave Ireland, whatever you want to do, you have to just do. Like, you can't just go through, like, be like, oh, I really wanted to do that. Like, you're going to die. Like, 4 words, you are going to die. Like Gary Vee said, the 4 scariest words is you are going to die. So, like, someday you're going to die, and the last section of your life is going to be heaven or hell. You reach heaven or hell before you die. Like, you're going to reach heaven or hell before your last 2, 3, 4, 7, 10 years of your life are going to be heaven or hell. So you want to make sure they're heaven, man. You want to sit back when you're old and you're just looking out the window. You want to have thoughts in there that you can relive and replay and say, fuck, I done all that. Like, I wanted to go here, I went there. Like, I went there, I met this person, I took a risk, rather than be like, oh, I never left. Be like, I wanted to leave. For 40 years I wanted to leave and I never left. Like, it's just stupid. When you wait, it's stupid. Like, you've no faith. You're living in fear. You don't have any understanding of how things work. You don't have any trust in yourself or confidence in yourself, because, like, you're not working on yourself enough. You don't believe in yourself. If you're afraid to fucking move to Spain and start a business or work online or do whatever you want to do, you're not confident enough in yourself. So
you can always go back as well. It's the other.
Let's go back. Yeah. For example, you work in a factory right now. Like, I used to work in Striker. And I used to work there 7 to 3:30 every day, finish at 1 on a Friday. And I used to, like, on a Tuesday, I used to know how many minutes it was until a Friday. I used to be like, right, however many minutes. But, like, you know, it's like that's going to be there. Now, if you quit that right now and you go learn all this stuff, first of all, it might work. It might work. You might triple your income and work on a laptop on the beach or wherever you want to go. Or you might gain loads of progress, lose it, progress again. And if it's not for you after 2 or 3 years or after 6 months or a year, you can just come back to a different job. Like, you can just get a different job, you know? And I understand, like, that's all against the norm. It's not what we're told, and we're programmed to not do that. But, like, it's your life, man. You only have one life. Like, that's how we live.
Yeah, I think you can kind of diagnose almost why what you're doing mightn't be for you based on, if you've seen, like, the 5 intrinsic motivators that you have for someone doing something. It's like curiosity. Does your mind just naturally draw to doing something? Mastery, the ability to endlessly improve. Autotelicity, which do you enjoy doing the actions in and of themselves?
Yep.
4th is purpose. 5th is autonomy. I think autonomy is such a big one. Like, I'm very big on autonomy and just how my soul feels in whatever I'm doing. Where you know, when things don't feel right, I'll listen to my gut. You listen to your gut a hell of a lot. I'd be the same. I would kind of encourage that in people, where look along those 5 and see what's lacking. And you can, in whatever you're doing, you can actually accentuate any of those 5, you know, in the short term. Like, maybe if you don't feel as much autonomy, you know, in let's say working your job, well, could it be giving you the skills to then go on to do a job that you would enjoy doing? You know, can you, let's say you maybe, if there are certain aspects of it you don't enjoy, well, there could be a purpose within that, and that you could be working very hard at something and it could maybe you'd be able to employ a family member or something like that gives you a purpose, and maybe they'll enjoy their life a bit more. In curiosity, there's so many. I mean, getting good at stuff is just fun. It just is.
It just gives your life purpose. Yeah,
gives your life purpose. You can actually manipulate those 5 a lot more than you think.
Yeah.
I'm also interested though. I do want to go back to Ireland at some point. I don't know when, but yeah. So that was what I was going to ask. Timelines are very hard to give, of course, because so many things can change. But would your goal be to go back to Ireland? Because you did go back to Ireland as well for a bit. That was when I was still living in Cork, and I remember you at the house in Glanmire where we were running the events. Do you have any kind of thoughts in mind on going back to Ireland? Is it down the line very much? What are you thinking there?
Yeah, so my goal over the next few years is to build a house. So I want to build a house, like my castle, like that's where will be the base, like that'll be it. But it was, for the past few years, it was in Cork, where I'm from, family is, etc. But I just don't know, man. I can't really see myself living there. And I just don't see, it's hard for me to see that happening right now, but it is something that I want to do. Maybe it's going to be in Dublin, maybe it's going to be closer up that way. But yeah, I do want to go back to Ireland. Like I don't want to be flying around Dubai when I'm fucking 37 years of age. Like I don't want to be living in the marina.
Same here.
When I'm 37 years of age, like that's not my goal. So yeah, like I'm turning into like, I feel myself turning into like a bit of an old man recently. Like just like leaving, like if I'm in a nightclub or like surf club or like if I'm down a beach party, I'm like, no one's looking, I'm slipping away.
The Irish goodbye.
Yeah,
10 o'clock hits bedtime.
Yeah, hit the bed. So yeah, I don't know, man. I can, it's definitely where I want to, it's Ireland is obviously going to be home, but right now, this moment, I can't see exactly the plan or where it is, but I know it will be the plan. Like my goal is to have a couple of properties, like build a house in Ireland, spend a huge amount of time there, have a place in Marbella, and then maybe spend a chunk of the year out this side of the world as well. Also love London. Like I fucking love London.
Unreal
I know
city.
you do as well. What a spot, man. So I never spent more than 2 weeks in London at one time. So I've never been settled there. So I need to also try that out as well. So I know these answers will come. So I don't, with Ireland, yes, I just don't know where or when or how or what's the plan.
Yeah, and just trusting yourself that you'll figure it out.
Yeah,
as well.
I'm not worrying about it. I don't have any pressure. There's nothing at all. Like someday I can wake up and say, yeah, I'm going to build a house in Ireland, and I'll start that whole process. I'll jump on a flight, I'll fly home, I'll look at fucking land, I'll speak to people, whoever I need to, figure out what I need to come